Hey guys, and welcome to the Bayern View. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. In this particular video, this is going to be the press conference reaction. Don't even know what I'm on about. Press conference reaction to obviously Thomas Tuchel's press conference that he had today. Obviously going on for tomorrow's game in the Pokal. Big game tomorrow. Big game tomorrow. And obviously the Dortmund game was massive. I think, to be honest, if I'm being 110%, I think some people did put too much pressure on that game. I think they would have slipped up anyway. But overall, no matter what, we're top of the league, so it's good. If you got to enjoy though, please do smash the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. I'm going to have my preview out for you guys later on tonight. And then obviously we have the live stream tomorrow, and I'm going to do, I'm thinking of doing a call-in show after the game tomorrow night as well. So yeah, to make up for obviously the one that I missed. So let's just get straight into this. So Thomas Tuchel, first thing he was actually asked was the sucking of Potter. Obviously Potter Graham Potter was sacked from Chelsea, and it looks like they're going to get Julian in now. I don't know if that's true. I've seen it pop up, but I don't know if that's true. So he said, I saw the news very late last night. The timing coincided with my appointment here. I really enjoyed working there and formed the friendships for life, but the club has changed a lot, so I didn't really trigger big emotions in me. Now let's get on to, actually our club. I don't care about Chelsea. Thomas Tuchel on tomorrow's game, he said, we have a difficult game ahead of us. It's a knockout game that we really want to win. Freiburg is a club that acts as a unit. We've seen that over several years. He was asked about Sadio Mane. He said, I know him well from England. There's no question that Sadio Mane is an absolute top player. He scored 20 to 30 goals every year for Liverpool and was absolutely a key player there. His quality is beyond any doubt. He said, still talking about Mane, he said, even at his age, it always takes time to accumulate after a change of clubs. That takes time. There's no doubt about his quality and what it can bring for us. It's about trust and patience, so he can get back into the rhythm. A goal usually helps in that coincidence. And again, before we carry on and read the rest of it and react to the rest of it, I do think we should give Sadio Mane to the next season, and then if he don't turn up, then fine. But if he does turn up, then Bundesliga, watch out, because that Sadio Mane that played for Liverpool, different, generally different breed. So yeah, let's carry on there. Then he was asked about Jamal Musiala. He said play him in 90 minutes would be why can I not speak? Nagelsmann, I believe is how you say that. He played 20 minutes against Dortmund. We can increase that progressively. It depends on the game. He'll at least play a half. So basically he's saying he's not going to play Jamal Musiala the full game, because that would be stupid, basically. And he needs to put him in there slowly, basically, if that makes any sense. Thomas Tuchel on whether he sees Musiala's position. He said, in an attack just outside the penalty box, it's a huge pleasure to work with him. He's also good at winning the ball back. He can play 8 and 10 or on the wings, and that's going to be definitely second with versatility because of how young he is, that he will be able to play there. He hasn't said that, I've said that, and again, it's just brilliant. Talking on the DFB Pokal, he said the DFB Pokal is a huge competition. The final in Berlin is a big event, and we want to be there. On the person now, he said Mazzari was a little bit ill yesterday and today and missed training. Matthias Tau is still in rehab. Choupo-Moting took a knock. He wasn't in the team training today. It was a precautionary measure. As of now, he can play tomorrow. Then on the lineup and the rotation, he said, we have so many important games where we need everyone. It's important that there are fixed automations, I believe so that says. It's also important to have leaders on the pitch, especially during a big turbulent time. And then he said there were a few decisions because we had to decide after a day and a half of training. Now the race is on. We will need every player. Nothing has been decided in the Bundesliga. We have to keep delivering. Tomorrow is an important knockout game, and it is 100%. We're in all competitions right now. There really is nothing else to say. We're in the Pokal, we're in the Champions League, and we're in the Bundesliga. The race is on and we're still top. So then the next thing he was asked was about Pavard's future. He said, I don't want to get involved in the negotiations. He's a very underrated player. He can adapt at an extremely high level, defends with big discipline. He's a top player. He immediately got my trust and justified it. That should be a clear statement. So doesn't really want to speak about it. On Leroy Sané, he was asked about him. He said face-to-face conversations remain behind closed doors. Of course, he's a very much in focus. I've noticed that in the last few days, Leroy has also gained my trust. In addition to his individual qualities, he's also a great team player. It's a pleasure working with him. And one thing that needs to be said, actually, I think it went under notice a little bit. He was so good at times in that Dortmund game, and I'm hoping that means he's getting back into the flow of things. So really hoping that. Then on Cancelo, he said, I love Yao. I've had to play against him many times. He has the absolute highest quality, the left foot, the right foot, the passing. He's a different type of player than Benjamin Pavard. He can also play on the left in the back four, so basically saying he's versatile. He also said his absolute strength is the crosses, they're on point and on the ball. Also finishing, I'm more than happy that he's here. We need him. I'm convinced that he will play at the top level for us. He spoke a lot of bloody things. Let's carry on. On dealing with big stars during his career, he said there are no secrets when dealing with big stars. Every club has its own DNA. It was special in Paris. It's different in England and Germany. It's difficult to compare. The culture of Chelsea and Bayern are pretty similar. Let's not compare the two. Let's carry on. It's about winning. These are strong clubs that make the rules, that builds character. That things were a bit different in Paris. It's a bit of a different culture in the country, but it's not better nor worse. The most important thing is that I love my team. It was great to be on the pitch with such personalities, a dressing room of sensitive entity. The goal is clear, to become champions, to reach the cup final and to get far in the Champions League. That also shaped the hunger of the players. And then the last two things, Tuchel on topic of catalogue of penalties for being late. He said, I wish that we could build a togetherness that gets along without it. We at Bayern have this power. I have nothing against the catalogue of penalties. It has to come from the team. It depends on how to implement it. Basically just saying, if you're late, if you don't turn up to training, this, that, penalties of like fines, basically. Not penalties and penalty kicks. Then he said, of course, training starts on time, but anyone can be late. Sometimes you forget to set an alarm after your nap. It depends on how the person acts afterwards. Penalties are welcome. That's a part of the game. The players like to take a little money off themselves, and then he laughs. So yeah, that's that though. That's a long video, to be honest with you. It's gonna be a 10-minute video today. He had a lot of things to say. Let me know what you guys think on what he has had to say. Obviously, he spoke about his time at PSG, Chelsea, and then obviously on the game tomorrow. Again, he is right. It's a knockout game. We've got to go with this one tomorrow. Bundesliga is the Bundesliga. We'll put that for the future. But for now, we need to focus on this game and get past Freiburg and, push on in this competition, because I want to win this competition this year. I want to win everything, of course. But this one, we've been absolutely lacking recently. I know that obviously we got beat by Villarreal in the Champions League, but we were absolutely lacking in this competition. We've been getting knocked out here, there and everywhere since we won everything. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the video though. If you guys have enjoyed, please do smash the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button down below. Thank you for the constant support on the channel, and until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Mia sa mia, peace out.